Hey, konnichiwa, welcome back to the Sakura channel. So we are back to the tutorial right now. And of course it looks a lot worse now because I have to use display capture, in OBS to be able to capture the windows. So that's, I'm using display capture right now. Alright, so going from where we left off, so once you drag your video to the timeline, so you'll be prompted with this prompt right here. It says Wonder Share for more. It says the resolution or frame rate of this media does not match the settings of this project. And it says, do you want to change the project settings to match the media? So you can select match to media, or you can select keep project settings. So I personally always like to match to media because that's 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, and that's gonna be the most smoothest quality of video for editing and also export. So that's what I'm gonna select. So you can see after you selected that, your video will now appear. So, alright. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna come down to the timeline. And we're gonna go to the space below. We're gonna go to the space below below your video. So your video is right here, and below the video, of course, is your audio. So basically, what I do is I take my mouse and I hover over the line. And I press the line, and this is how you turn your audio up or down. So it's how you make your audio louder or quiet. It's just how it works in Wondershare Filmora. But it is different in Premiere Pro and also Vegas, and probably also Vegas Pro as well. So anyway. And so I always like to have my audio turned up. I like to have my audio actually turned up in the highest setting. You'll know why I like to do that in a second. You'll see it's pretty helpful. Basically, I like to zoom in by adjusting the scroll the scroll bar down here. And basically, what I do next is I would import the mic audio that I recorded in Audacity. So basically, of course, I would always able to like audio part 1 or also like audio part 2, just so I wouldn't get confused. So basically, all you need to do with the audio is you need to drag it into the timeline like that, and then you need to take the bar. You need to take your audio. You need to condense your audio so that way you don't have to wait like 10 minutes for your audio to start. And also you can just splice it in just like really easily. So, alright. So basically, what we have to do next is we have to find the spot. We have to find when we start talking, like in the video, and then basically when we start talking. So when our mic audio starts in the video, that's where we're gonna piece our actual mic audio in, so that way you can hear like good, crisp, clean audio instead of just like quiet gameplay recorded mic audio. Anyway, so let's just play it and let's see when we start talking. Hey, konnichiwa, welcome back to the Sakura channel. So of course, that's when I start talking there. And also this is also really important for making videos as well. So if you come over to the left side of this, if you come over to the lower left end of the screen on Wondershare Filmora, you'll see something that says disable timeline snap. Basically, all you need to do is So all I want you to do is I want you to click disable timeline snap. So basically what this is gonna do is it's not gonna have the option to snap into place, as if it were to have been selected, you know. So basically all we need to do now is we need to zoom really far in. And we need to piece the mic audio with the with the gameplay audio like that. I'm gonna make sure it matches up so it. Hey, we can just go in and we're gonna listen to it now. And we're gonna listen to it with the audio. Hey. Alright, so as you can hear, it wasn't fully synced. Hey, konnichiwa, welcome back to the Sakura channel. Okay, so now it's synced up. Okay, so basically all we need to do next is we need to turn the gain. We need to turn our mic audio up so that we could hear our mic audio. And we also have to and we have to turn the game or system audio down. I'm gonna turn the game or system audio down a lot because basically this is gonna be this is where your game audio will come from, and I would just need to have that turned down because you don't want your game audio blasting over your mic audio because that would ruin your video. Alright, so after you've done that, so basically you need to go over to the tab that says transitions. You select that, and you go on. Okay, so you don't actually have to do this, but this is just what this is my personal preference. I like to add a little fade out at the end of the video. So all you need to do is you need to click and drag the transition that you want. So versus I'm select fade. You need to drag it to your timeline, and you need to select the part that you want to fade. So I like to have the game footage fade. Oh god. Okay, the audio. Alright, the game audio is still really loud. Okay, there you see, there's a perfect video right there, you know. Script, sign off for now to see all of you in the next video. Thank you, bye. So as you can see, it's gonna fade out. There, fade out just like that. So basically what we need to do next, we need to condense the mic audio so that way you're not hearing like clicks and like everything after the video is ended. So basically to do that, you just need to drag. You need to click and drag your mic audio right here to end it like once the video ends. So basically that's what I've done right now. Is I just dragged it so it'll end once the video ends. So if you play it back now in the next video, thank you, bye. You see, it doesn't. Well, it still has a little bit. But now you shouldn't hear any of my mouse click sounds or any like keyboard sounds. In the next video, thank you, bye. Yep, just like that. Alright, then you have your video. Your video should be done. Alright, so I very highly recommend using OBS to record your webcam, because if you use Logitech Capture like I showed you in the last video, you'll have a lot more media files, and you'll have to you have to go and splice together. You have to go and sync up your webcam, and it's not going to be fun. I promise it's not going to be fun. So I highly recommend using OBS to record your webcams, so that way you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about like piecing in the webcam. So after that, so if you want to add an outro video to your video, all you need to do is you need to go over here and press you need to make, and you actually need to make sure you have the enable timeline. I mean, you want to make sure you have the enable timeline snap enabled. So you do that by pressing that and make sure it's that green color. And all you need to do is you need to drag in your outro video. So that's what I'll. If I still even have that, I lost all my. Okay, I don't have any more. But basically, all you need to do is you need to drag in your outro video, and then it'll snap into place right here. So right at the end of your entire of the video. And so basically, after you do that, so after you have your video the way you want it, and you have your outro. Of course, I don't have one, but yet. But so basically, all you need to do is you need to go over here to you have full quality. I like having full quality enabled, but you need to go to the upper right corner and click export. And basically, so upon clicking export, this box will pop up. So basically, you can name your video here. I'd take part 2 for it, but in this case, I would name it. I would name this video Dordogne, because that's the name of the video. And then I would name it. I would name it part 1, because then we have to come back into the. I'd have to drag the fully rendered video back into back to OneShare Filmora to condense it down, so that way you don't have to wait like 5 minutes for me to start talking. So that's why I name it part 1. You want to select the folder that you save to. I save all my rendered videos to the D drive. So for preset you can match priority settings. I don't recommend you do this. I recommend you click custom. So for me, I click custom MP4. Because MP4 is the MP4 is the best video video format for YouTube. So that's why I always select MP4. For quality, so this is completely personal. This is completely personal preference. You click lower. I don't know why you export lower though. I think that would just have really low quality for your video. Or you do recommended, or you can do higher. So I personally always do higher for quality because that just has the best quality, and also my computer can just handle it. But this is also personal preference. So you can select your video resolution. I always do 1920 by 1080. That is the most crisp. That is the most crisp video resolution that you can select. So I always do 1920 by 1080. That'll always be like when you upload a video, that's gonna it'll be 1920 by 1080 as well. So frame rate. So this is where you get a little creative. So you can select your frame rate out, and you can select 30. You can select 30 FPS, and your video will also look pretty good at 30 FPS frame rate. I usually do 60 FPS. It's just the smoothest. It's of course the smoothest frame rate you can render. Or excuse me, you can export in. So basically, if you scroll down here, and by the way, this will be enabled. So you see auto highlight, but we'll get that in a second. But basically, you can back up to the cloud. I don't really know what that means, but of course, you can always. But if you don't know what one of these means, you can select the question mark. You can select the question mark circle here, and then it'll just tell you. It'll just tell you what it means. But you can back up to cloud. Basically, that's upload a video to Filmora cloud. You can share this video to get feedback. So I'm actually not gonna have that enabled because I don't want it to export to Filmora cloud. Uh, so moving to auto highlight. So basically, so by default, when the screen pops up, this will actually be enabled. So you can disable or enable that. It's whichever you want to do. I personally don't usually have this enabled because I don't need to auto highlight. But basically, what's this going to do is after the video is done exporting, rendering, it's basically gonna make an auto. It's gonna make an auto highlight, which is basically like a certain part of the video that Wondershare Filmora deems the most important, and it's just gonna make that. But you know, I personally don't need that. Auto reframe, what does that do? Use auto reframe to export videos that match the aspect ratios of social media platforms. And so if you want to make like a Facebook video or like a video for TikTok or like Instagram like that, you click auto reframe and then you can select the aspect ratio for that. So if you have kind of like a powerful computer like me, like if you have a gaming computer, this will probably pop up. It says enable GPU accelerated video encoding. I highly recommend you actually have that. I highly recommend you have this enabled. So after you have all your video presets the way you want them, you just press export. And basically, upon pressing export, it's gonna export the video to the folder you selected. That's essentially how I use the editing software Wondershare Filmora. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. You know, that was I know it was a lot, but basically that's basically what I do for all my videos. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Sign out for now to see all of you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.